Hi, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. If you are viewing, don't fall asleep. But if you're viewing this on YouTube, hi, hello, everybody. And for anyone that's going to hop into the stream, I know you're probably not going to hear it right now, but I hope you're all having a great, amazing day. I do have Pokemon. That's the last thing I was playing. Off stream. I don't know. uh, We'll look to see what sort of outbreaks we have and maybe reset once or twice to try to get a more favorable outbreak of a Pokemon I actually want to hunt. Right now, um, but yeah, I'm also putting something on and I'm going to be multitasking because I have something else to do and like interacting with a few other people as I do this. But yeah, today has been an eventful day. Um, Probably the counter I had for Drifloon and Sword and Shield, but I'm just going to restart that because I kind of did some encounters without doing the thingy. Hold on, let me save really quickly because it's going to ask, "Hey, do you want to update?" Which I'm going to do. I'm going to update really quickly. Close. Um, but yeah, it's been busy. And I don't know when I last streamed. I know it was recent, but it's my brain with time. It's very weird because it's like, it doesn't feel like it's been, like, sometimes it's like, it's been days. And then it's like, no, it's literally only been like like yesterday or the other day. It hasn't been days. It just feels like that because I don't know, my brain's just weird and being like it felt like a long time. And heck, it's Saturday and tomorrow and now it's becoming Sunday and it's like the weekend's already gone. What? Huh? Where did it go? Where did it go? Like where? Where? I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. Also, here's a funny thing. I like how I made a small little to-do list for me to follow. And guess what? Uh on the to-do list was Dalmare, Jingyuan stitching, Honkai's no, Wuthering Waves, Renacita, and working on the second page for Vanitas Still. And guess what? I have not done any of that. Why? Uh, like, why am I doing this and none of the things I said I was gonna do? I don't know. I just, taxes. No, I don't know. It's weird. I felt like shiny hunting. What I fully felt like doing is collecting cards. I have TCG Card Shop Simulator not installed. I have the game, but I'm also just like, do I? I don't know. Because that kind of game is kind of hard for me to get into anyway. 'Cause I'm just like, I like the collecting aspect. Oh, this is fun. This is going to be fun trying to do this. Oh. What? Edit. Oh, is it enter? Oh, I have it as enter, or not the plus. No! Curse. Curses. Whatever. I just want... Yeah. I've knocked out more. Wait, was the 31? So we're at 36, maybe. Maybe this was 4 when I was doing this. Let's have it as 36. Let's just do that. Why not? No, 39. Hi, Pancake. Jesus. Sorry. Roommates have people over. But here's the thing that's weird. There's like stuff here. Like clothing and stuff like that. And air mattress. And it's like so I have 3 roommates. Yet right now there's 3 other people sleeping, and it's like I don't think that we're allowed to do that. So it's like, hi, I have 6 roommates right now, with 3 of them not even supposed to be here. And so it's a case of like, what do I do? Because it's like they're not being disruptive or any of that, but at the same time I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I'm like, it's a case of like, but I don't actually know, but it's just like, I guess the little rule follower in my brain's just like, this is not allowed. Like, okay, I guess it's more on the aspect of like, I don't want the RA or people that are in charge of housing to then like come around, see this, and then I get in trouble as well because there are people sleeping in the apartments that are not supposed to be here. But because I didn't say anything or report it, I would also get in trouble because, like, you knew this was happening, but you didn't say anything. So that's, yeah. Just be an annoyance. No, I don't want to be an annoyance. Cause there's a, uh-huh, uh-huh, there's a reason. Um, I'm gonna just DM it to you, Pancake. Pancake. There you are. So yeah, that's the main reason why it's just like, yeah. Because the other thing too is I requested different housing due to being in freshman housing last semester, and I'm a senior, but I was placed in the freshman housing because there was no other place to be placed at the time. And so it's just, yeah, it got transferred into this place. So yeah, it's, again, it's a case of like, it's not hurting anybody and all that. It's just more of a case of a little bit of anxiety of just like, hey, if someone comes by and is like, yeah, this needs to stop, and I just get in trouble by proxy. That is my only like concern. But aside from that, I'm just like nothing's happened, nothing bad has happened. They do get a bit loud from time to time, but it's like more the loud of like just hanging out and all that. So again, it's if I was to like make a complaint about it, it would quite literally be like, "Hey, I'm complaining about these people because they dropped a penny." Like that kind of excuse. It's like it's not reasonable. And again, I have no actual reason to do so. Just brain thinking of just yeah. But yeah, I hope that you understand the thingy to Pancake of why I'm not going to be an annoyance. Because the other thing too is I'm not close with my roommate. Or yeah, because it's the other thing too of I'm not really close to any of my roommates. It's kind of a case of like we coexist. We exist within the same common areas. But outside of that, it's like I've never really talked with them or any of that. Cause it's like half the time we're not like in the same like bit of brain's trying to think of what I'm trying to say. But it's like every time that I'm out, they're asleep. Whenever I get back from classes, they're out in their classes. And so it's like we've never really had much intersection or like bumped into each other much. Or if we have bumped into each other, we've kind of just said a quick hi and just kept walking to where, like, whether it was me walking into my room or walking to the food hall from the building. So yeah. And to be fair, to be honest, I just always, like, even last spring when I had different roommates, I just stayed in my room. Because it's more of just the case of, like, hi, I don't really know you guys, and maybe we should talk a bit more so that we have more talking points and actually, like, can maybe coexist a bit better. But at the same time, I don't really wanna. Like, the moment I'm, like, walk through the front door of the apartment area, I am full introvert mode. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to interact with anybody. I want to be doing my own thing. I just want to get in my room and either like, lay in bed or listen to music or get a few assignments done. Like, I've done all my socializing on campus. So, yeah. you do get in trouble, what would be the consequences? I don't know your rap sheet, but if you haven't had any strikes or whatever, you'll be fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what the consequences are, if there are any, because I'm also just basing things off of, for, uh, because I'm just basing it off of, breaks, like spring break, fall break, Thanksgiving break, or whenever it's, like, the exam, exam weeks, uh, where it's like, hey, it's 24-hour quiet hours, visitors cannot come over or stay over. So it's like, in those instances, it's like, you know, this should not be happening at all, kind of case. But just on a, like, regular basis, I'm like, I don't actually know if we're allowed to, because here's the thing too, is like, if it was in the bedrooms, that might be different. But the three others all are sleeping in the living/common area. So it's like, I don't know what would happen there. 'Cause, yeah. Just, I don't know. 'Cause I don't... Because I'm not sure if there's anything that's stated in, essentially, the contract that's like, hey, you can't or can have people sleeping in the common areas. So yeah, it's just I don't know. Just I don't know. I don't know. And like, I'm not gonna poke a bear either, because again, unless they start like becoming extremely loud, or like it sounds like they're starting to do stuff that's like, hey, this might be bordering on like, there could be serious issues to, hey, what's going on here? Like, this sounds illegal. Or not illegal, but just, you know, they shouldn't be doing certain things. And I'm just over here like, hi, I'm scared. Uh-huh. But I'm all free as always. Yeah! Again, it's like, there hasn't been any issues. Of course, it's like, if one of the guys that has been sleeping in the common area tries to like bring up an issue or something like that, I'll just be like, okay. Just like, okay, I hear your issues, but, you're not supposed to be here. Kind of case. Like, cool. I accidentally woke you up as I was leaving my room. Uh, as I was leaving my room to go to the food hall to get breakfast. Sorry, but I'm going to get breakfast. They're all students, right? I don't know. That's the thing. That's another factor into it. I don't know if they're students or not. That's the thing. I don't know. So yeah, it's like, they could be students, but it's like, I don't know why they brought, like, a toiletry bag and, like, extra clothes and shoes. Like, it very much is. They're kind of just here. Kind of living too. Um, I think too is I can contact my RA and be like, hey, have the other three like message or something and asked if this was okay as well? Like, it's just yeah, it's weird. I could help you with solutions. I mean, there's not really any solutions. It's like the main solution is just talking to the RA, being like, "Hey, was something told to you about this situation? If so, cool. I just wanted to know. And if not, then it's like, okay, I brought it up on their radar, kind of thing." Because again, it's like I because if they were students, they'd have their they would slash should have their own place. But I just yeah, I don't think they are. Or if they are, it's like they maybe got kicked out of their housing or something. Or I don't know. I don't have the full context, so I'm not gonna make any assumptions. It's just yeah. But yeah, I also went to an event today, and it was interesting, to say the least. I, I've I've also just been out most of today, so yeah. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. You're doing if it gets bad, you can ask if your report will be anonymous. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Bup, 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 bup. But yeah, anyhow, how's your day going, Pancake? But also, I have a bit of schoolwork that's due tomorrow. And like, I did a decent chunk of it today, and then went out to the event. And then I could have done a bit more today because I need to read a textbook a bit more to do the assignments, and then, uh, write a little bit about like comparing and contrasting two different kinds of music. And then actually, like, here's the thing. I have to, like, with my group, write and like make a PowerPoint presentation on a movie that we chose, and I'm just like, I am dreading this assignment for one reason and one reason alone. Well, two, kind of. I don't really like making PowerPoints, but the other reason is I don't like movies. I don't want to watch a movie. Like, I'll willingly watch, like, YouTube documentaries and stuff like that and all that. I just don't like movies. I don't. Well, I'll help my friend burn her ex's stuff today. Nice! Burn. No, that's a Rockruff. I'm like, wait, is that a shiny? No, it's a Rockruff. Also, let me do this really quickly. 1 second. What do you mean by nice always gets me? Gets you. What? Hey, why does my nice always get you? Um, shoot, I was like, I'm gonna stream and also try to multitask this other thing that I am participating in. But I'm like, I can't really multitask in it because I have to read. I have to read a bit of stuff. Makes me giggle every time. Oh my goodness. I make the pancake femboy giggle. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Also, why am I hunting the grasshopper? I don't know, because it's tiny. It's tiny and I want to get this hunt done. I was hunting Tepig. Uh, like, off stream, and I found one, and then it was like, hey, we'll re reload all the spawns now. And then the Tepig outbreak disappeared. And I'm like, no, why? Yeah. Da, 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 da. I'm not looking down, I'm rubbing my eye. Oh, my brain fuse the Rockruff and Skiddo together, and I'm like, oh, shiny Skiddo. No, I'm still... Ah, my eyes. Last night with my sister and her new boyfriend. Oh. Pancake got plastered. Ooh. How was the plastering? Pancake got plastered. Yeah. Also, Brian's also just being like, hee it's been a while since I've stitched too. And then it's also like, I stitched like the other day. Like, my brain always thinks it's been like weeks since I've last stitched. And then I look at when I made my last posting of when I finished something. Or what has it? It's like, no, it's literally been a day. A day. Or two. It has not been weeks. It's been a day. Listen, my brain's a little diva. It's always being like, it's been years since I last found someone. And then it's like, no, you literally just talked with a person like yesterday. It's not been years. It's literally been, hey, you did it yesterday. Like, I haven't communicated with a single friend in like a couple of days, and then it's like, no, we spent time with them yesterday. Quite literally. You spent time with them yesterday. Yesterday. College does that to a person. Oh, no, this isn't the fault of college. This is how it's always been for me. I never grasp a sense of time. I'm always like, it won't take that long, and then it takes hours. Or then it's like, this is gonna take hours, and then it's never that long. Or whenever I just finished playing a game, I'm like, oh yeah, I played the... when did I play it? And it's like, oh, yeah, thanks, Steam. It told me that I played it yesterday. Like, I'm actually doing this. I am doing this. I am doing this. I am doing this. I don't... When did I play? 7. Okay, 4 days ago? Oh? It's been 4 days since I played Anomaly. What was it called? Lost in Anomaly. Been a golden retriever in your past life. What is that supposed to mean? A golden retriever in my past life. How does always losing a sense of time or stuff like that make me a golden retriever? Huh? Oh, shiny Rockruff. Speaking of dogs, we got a blue puppy. We got a blue Durg. He's a Durg. Look at the Durg. Look at this good little boy. Look at this head. Oh no, good little girl. Look at this beautiful bupper. Yeah. This isn't Outbreak odds. This is Shiny odds. Or Shiny Charm odds, though. But, huh. Okay. Um, Shiny Lycanroc. Or, no, Rockruff. I don't think we even need it, though. Oh no, we do! We have not found a shiny Rockruff. Well, now we have. We have it now. Thank you. Oh, let's go for our target. Nimble. It's been months since you spoke to a friend when it's only been a day. Listen. I'm just a little silly. I'm just a little guy. I, my, I may be getting an education in college, but listen, my brain is still small. I'll add a few wrinkles to it when I get back on track with psych stuff. But yeah, I'm just a silly little guy. I'm just a little guy. You know what? You know what? I am going to swap into a golden retriever VTuber. Let's go. Yay! Because I'm also like, I don't have to ask anybody because I fully acknowledge it, but I can give golden retriever energy. I I would be the golden retriever point. I'm just like, hey, hi, how you doing? Hey, you want to do something? You want to do something? Oh, you want this? I can help you do it. Hi, hey, can I get attention? Hi, how are ya? Hey, hey you, hey, 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 give me attention. Hi, hey, how do I do this again? Hey, what you looking at? Are you looking at the pole? Oh no, you said tree. Oh, I didn't hear you. uh, uh-huh. uh, dating game. I don't know. Is the dating game is like a lot of my games on Steam. I haven't touched most of them. I haven't really touched or started any of them. So d dating game is probably one of those Steam games. I haven't touched it yet. I I haven't you know, I just cuz I don't know like meh. Sorry. I just already reacted with how a few things are going, but it's just like, you know, I haven't found anyone interesting. Because a lot of times people, like, on the grinder, is like, it's either people that are, like, in their 30s or older. It's people that are just asking for pics or wanting a one-time fling. And then a lot of, like, the actual people that I have, like, I've had conversations with and still talk to kind of regular, not regularly, but it's like, if they message me, I'll message them back and we'll, like, talk for a bit. It's like, they're not someone I would actually want to date, kind of thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, they send a picture of themselves and I'm like, like, you look nice, but I'm not interested in you. Like, I don't know. I like the I like the anonymity, I guess, because it's like I don't really know what, like, because it's a lot of like blank profiles that are also texting and stuff like that. So it's quite literally, I don't know what you look like. I don't know what you look like. I don't know how you sound. And I'm just like, yeah. But then when I actually see them, I'm just like, yeah, this isn't gonna make me not talk to you anymore. But you want to go on a date? I'm sorry, I'm not interested in, like, just, yeah. Is it shallow just to base it off of appearance? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm just like, eh. Because then it's also the other case, too, of, like, uh, the one time that I kinda, I guess, not even a date, but, like, hung out with a person. It was just it was extremely awkward because I'm also someone that's like 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 on tech, like I can be very talkative over text and stuff like that. But in person I'm just like I'm just quiet. Like I don't really care to talk. I just want to do stuff. And not in the sense of like, oh yeah, I just want to do stuff. Like, let's just fling and all that. It's just literally, hi, I'm a person that doesn't really like talking with others. Unless it's like an actual, like, meaningful, or like, say, like, we're talking about, like, philosophical kind of stuff. It's like, I would talk about that and just, we can go back and forth on that. But if it's just a case of like, hey, let's talk about video games and stuff like that, or other things, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what to really talk about for that. And I don't really have any interest in having a conversation like that, I guess. So yeah. I have to find you someone myself. Um, I don't know. Cause the last time someone tried doing that, uh, I also kind of made it, like, maybe made things awkward with me and another person. Cause it's like, just, I text and, like, mess around and all that. And I think the other person actually had a crush or something. Or, not I think, they made it very clear, but I'm just like, I'm not really into that. And thought I've, like, signaled that a few times. And then it just came around, like, the other day where they're like, they just said, you're, like, you're just crushing on me. And so I just sent the message of just like, I wouldn't go to that extreme. Brutal? Yeah, probably, yeah. And probably left them confused and not sure how to feel because they might have thought one way with how I was responding to, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry, but no, no, um, wait, what the heck, Zaki? Why? Why? But yeah, it's also the case of like, I guess I'd say good luck trying to find someone for me, because I also don't know what I want or would look for. And I'm also just like, I have no idea who I'd set you up with. I'm only good at setting up girls. Yeah, because that's the other thing too, is like, I, I don't even know who I would go for either. Because admittedly, I'm just like, I would be happy to have a boyfriend. But I've, like, stared at everybody, like, respectfully. Like, just been aware of everyone that's around and all that. Whether it's, like, they're on dating sites or just someone that I see getting on the shuttles or just around on campus or any of that. Like, and I'm just like, I've not really seen anybody that I'm like, ooh, you look like someone that I would want to actively talk with and stuff like that. It's just kind of a case of like, there's a person, and a person, and a person, and another person. Oh look, another person. So it could just be a case of like, I just haven't found the quote-unquote right person, or, and I don't mean this in a way of just like, oh, I'm probably not capable of falling in love and all of that. Like, love is just not for me. Like, I'll always be heartbroken and blah 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 blah. No, I'm just like, I really am just incapable of love. The only reason why I say that is just because I've never really felt romantic feelings. Even whenever I was dating people in the past, and like 1 to 2 of them I actually cared about and was like, I want this to last. But then it's like kind of like texting them like love you and stuff like that. For me, it just kind of felt hollow because I'm like, what even is love? Like I don't fully know what not that what it fully feels like, but also what it fully feels like. I'm just like, hi, I'm gonna say these words because I know that they have important meaning, but like to people, but I'm just like, uh, they're just, yeah, they're words. On a dating show. What? No. Wah. Just, yeah, it's like I don't know what I fully wish for in a relationship. Probably just like the things that I would think of. It's more of like, hi, want to be best friends? That just like not not being like, hey, you want to be friends with benefits, but kind of essentially on that aspect. Just more in the sense of like, hey, you want to hang out? You want to go hang out? Go to the mall the next day and just do whatever kind of thing, or like, just like genuinely hang out. But just, yeah, every person that I've just either met in person or I've texted, it's just like it's awkward because I'm also just like, I don't even know what to do, and half the time I say yes just to kind of get out of, like, A, get out of my comfort zone, and B, just to get out of my room so that I'm actually socializing with other people too. Because it's just like, why not? You only live once. Like, I don't know. Still even have dating shows besides The Bachelor? I don't know, but it's like, it'd probably be highly scripted at this point. It would, and like, they'd probably, like, if they do the whole narrative thing too, it's like, they might try to push me towards, like, actually liking a woman. We respect women, but at the same time, if if they try to push me to go on a dating show and try to set me up with woman. I'm just like, yeah, no. No. Hi, Skiddo. Sorry, Skiddo. You're, you're, you're not my type. Be somewhere in the asexual spectrum. Maybe, I just don't know. And if I am, I'm like, I don't really wanna be. Because I want to have the things that, like, a lot of people typically want, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know. Because, again, I genuinely don't know what I want, because it's also a case, too, of, like, I've done, like, a lot of things, like, that typically require at least 2 people, just as a solo. And I'm like, I want to have someone, but at the same time, there's going to be cases and instances where I just want to do things alone, and they're going to want to do things as well. But then it's going to be super annoying for me because I'm just like, why? Why are you like this? Why? I wanted to do this, but I can't do this because you're doing it, or you don't want to do it. I mean, heck, it could also just be a thing too, like, hey, like, again, I don't really know what it is I want to go for, or like, but it's also just like, hey, Silver, hey, guess what? You're always on guard. Like, that's the thing too, is like, I'm always thinking of an escape plan when I do meet up with a person where I'm just like, yeah, I know I'm going into this and probably shouldn't have a contingency plan or a backup plan to be like, hey, I'm immediately backing out of this because it's not a case of like I don't feel safe. It's just more of a case of I don't wanna. Even though I was hyping myself up and being like, we're gonna do this, we're so excited, and da 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 da. And then it's like moments before it actually happens, I'm just like, never mind. I don't really want to. And it's not even like due to anxiety. It's just more of like, I can't be bothered. And also just like, was I doing this because I actually wanted to? Or was I pushing myself to do it? Because I guess it's also like, you never know what's out there unless you put yourself out there. But at the same time, I'm also like, hee on the dating apps, and I wait for people to like me. Like, I'm not the one that gives the first message towards people. I wait for people to message me. Is that self-centered? Maybe. But at the same time, I don't want to message, like, people that have blank profiles, uh, nothing in their bios, or it's like, hey, this is a 30 to 40-year-old man, or they have, like, pictures on it, and it's just like, why? Like, it's not even anything relevant to anything, or it's like pictures that are just like, those are choices. Those are choices, kind of thing. So it's like, there's not a, like, what I have access to. I'm just like, and yeah, no, I'm not contacting any of these people. I don't have an interest in that. I don't have an interest in any of them. I don't want to message them because half of them are weird. And not the good kind of weird. Just the, like, you don't know if you love it or you hate it. Just a case of, like, this is an option. But am I desperate enough for that option? It's that kind of case option. Um, isn't a no dating thing or no knocking boots thing. There's spectrums, for instance. Arrow aloe means I feel nothing romantical with dating in the ah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's also just probably a case too of like probably actually well I like no, I definitely am a hopeless romantic because there I I do listen to a lot of manhwas and stuff like that where it's like ooh, and the characters fall in love and it's a fairy tale thing and I'm kicking my feet kind of thing. But I'm always on guard. Like when it comes to people, I'm like, I don't tell them a lot of things. Or the things that I do tell, it's like small little snippets with like no other context. I'm just like, yeah, no. I don't I don't tell stuff. I don't say things about myself much. I don't like talking about myself to other people. I'm just like, hi, hey, how are ya? I'm more interested in knowing about them. I know that is a case of like, they have to know about me too. But I'm like, I don't wanna. Or not even a case of, well, a little bit of a case of I don't wanna. And then it's the other case too of like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm an interesting person. Where it's like, I I know I fully am an interesting person, but then it's also a case of like, I I shiny hunt, I cross stitch, and I do college. There's not really much to talk about for that. Because I can say like, oh yeah, I shiny hunt. I just run back and forth in a Pokemon game till I find a Pokemon of a different color. And maybe talk about the current target I'm going for. But that's kind of it. And then cross-stitching, it's like, I could talk about it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really want to explain the whole thing, unless the person was genuinely interested. But even then, I'm just like, hi. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a case of like, again, I know it's interesting and all that, but I don't want to be told. Or, no, not the case of not want to be told that it's interesting, but more in line of like be told that it's interesting and then followed up to I just could never do that or I don't have the patience for it or stuff like that. It's like that doesn't get under my skin, but it's just a case of like, hmm, like I don't know. I don't know what it really says, but it's like I've heard that so many times and I'm just like, uh, like cool. Okay. We still have a lot of time. Yeah. Yeah, I still have a decent amount of time. Wahoo. Yeah. I wish there was a thing that would be kind of easy just to be like, hey, what am I into? And then just be told, hey, this is what you're into. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Meh. Who shares your interests and wants to be platonic-ish? May take a bit, but you'll get there eventually. Yeah. Like, I say this as a joke, but dang it, why, why do all the intelligence and good guys have to have security clearances? Like, I only have access to the free trial stuff. Why must I have to do the security clearance things? Oh, also I saw like a video thing. I haven't watched it. I've only seen the thumbnail. But apparently there's drama with Sykkuno of him being like a serial cheater or something. It is interesting. You would never expect a man like that to do that, but at the same time, we have Ned from the Try Guys who did that too. Who cheated and all that, and no one really expected it, so I mean... anyone can cheat. Everyone can be a cheater. And it's also interesting looking at a few of the comments where one person was pointing out, like, how someone that was, like, either about to become 20 or was in their 20s had to tell a 34-year-old to stop acting childish. Which is funny. I know it shouldn't be funny, but it's just... imagine just someone way younger reprimanding someone that should... like, the role should be reversed in that, like, the older one should be reprimanding the younger one for their behavior, but mainly because they just didn't know better. But the 34-year-old should know better. It's funny. Interesting. Will I watch the full video? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I will. But at the same time, listening to drama and stuff like that, it's tiresome. It's interesting, I just have to be in the mood for it. Or at least have to keep my hands occupied. Delmons. But, yeah, I don't know. Don't... Oh, and here's another thing too that's just like, it kind of gets under my skin. But like, people that are on Grindr that message and are like, hey, what are you into? I flat out just say, I'm not sure. Because again, I just genuinely am not sure. And then, when asking what some of their stuff is, it's like, it's never bad most of the time. But, I don't know, I find it weird when people say kissing. Sorry, my brain just had to pause because it's lagging and being like, where am I taking this? But I just kind of find it weird because I'm not too much into kissing. Here's how my brain operates. I see kissing way more intimate. Like, I see that as a more intimate thing than something like sex. I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah, yeah. One thing should be more intimate because one is just mashing the lips and the other is just like, hi. Um, yeah, you know. You know. But my brain has them in reverse. Where I'm like, yeah, no, if a guy says they're into kissing and asks if we could kiss or make out and stuff like that, I am putting my foot down and being like, no, no, unless we are full on dating and going to be in a committed relationship, no. No, I'm not doing that. No. Or at the very least, have seen the person on a consistent basis and feel comfortable with them. Outside of that, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. Again, weird priority of, like, what should and shouldn't be intimate, but I see that as way more intimate. Again, I can't fully explain why. It is in my brain. I was born from back, but not. As the good parent. Oh, well, hey. Glad that the father is a good parent. Very good on him. Screw your mom. Well, at the same time, we have a pancake. So yippee! Yippee! He has a pancake who we can grab and shake. Listen, I grab and shake everybody. Digitally, that is. I could never actually grab and shake some. Well, actually, yes. Well, not in the way that I always imagine of, like, full on grabbing them and shaking them like a maraca. I could never do that with anybody. I am too weak. Too weak. In the bedroom, I just can't bring myself to do it publicly. That's the thing. Bedroom or publicly? No. It's a firm no. No matter what. It's not a case of like, hey, I don't want to do this out in public. It's a case of, hey, I don't want to do this at all. Especially if it's like, hey, this is the first time that we kind of hung out / met and all that, and you're already wanting to kiss? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. And here's the other thing too that's like a struggle being an introvert / a quiet person is like the few times that I've hung out with someone like met up with them they thought that I was dissatisfied, or I was just, like, not into, like, just hanging out, or, like, just walking, or stuff like that. Or, like, they kept, like, trying to poke and prod me with, like, questions, or, like, trying to get me to start a conversation. Where for me, I'm like, hey, I'm a, I'm just generally a quiet person. Like, I don't know what to tell anybody. Like, flat out with that, I'm just like, I'm a quiet person. I'm not a chatty like, fella. I'm a listener, not a talker. It is like a little awkward trying to reassure the person, being like, no, I'm not dissatisfied, or like, no, nothing's wrong, and all that. Like, it's just, I'm genuinely a quiet person. Just because I'm quiet and not talking at all. Like, and, like, it's not even, like, first meeting up half the time. It's like whenever I'm going back home and we're walking together just, or it's like dropping me off and stuff like that. It's a case of they're just, like, I'm sitting in silence and I'm like enjoying the silence and all that, because like there's nothing wrong with just vibing. But for them, it's just like they keep looking over and like nervous and stuff like that. And half the time too, I've told them, hey, I'm a quiet person. Or like I've started doing that too now too, of just like I message people as well as saying like, hey, by the way, I'm a quiet person. If I don't talk, it's not because you did anything wrong or any of that. It's just I am genuinely a quiet person. I don't talk much. I'm not a chatter. Like, if you want me to be extremely chatty and all that, hi, welcome to my streams. This is where I talk the most, to be honest. This is where I talk the most. Because it's like, I'm more comfortable because no one knows what I look like. Or not, nobody knows what I look like, but it's like, hi, this is kind of a one-way conversation where I'm the only one that has a voice. Or not has a voice, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, like, one that's actively talking. One that's actively talking. And not having to be quiet because someone else starts talking. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I'll stop talking for now. Even though I have a sentence that I would like to finish, but okay. We're kissing in high school. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, if they are the one and like you've been with them for a good amount of time, I don't really find anything weird with public displays of affection. But if it's a case of like, hey, you kind of just met and you're already showing a high level of PDA, that's where it's like, bleh, bleh. Like, or it's like, it's the new, like, just new love. And they're like, it's the very beginning and everything is still like high dopamine kind of like rush. And you just like turn a corner in a Chili's and you see like two people devouring each other's faces. It's like, okay. Right in front of my egg rolls. Right in front of my egg rolls. Really? Like, you couldn't save this at home? Like, hey, you two, I do not need a physical human representation of what the Bite of 87 looks like. Like, I understand the both of you might have been born during 1987, but I don't need a physical representation of what the Bite of 87 could look like. Because, sir and madam, why are you biting each other's bottom lip? This is not one of those romance novels where it's like, and he looked over at me, and I bit my bottom lip. Or he, he looked over at me and bit his bottom lip, eyeing me up and down as if I was a piece of candy to him. If I was a piece of candy, I'd be strawberry cheesecake flavor. Like, we're not in that universe. Like, no. 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 I have to watch How I Met Your Mother because you most definitely are a Ted Mosby. What? What? I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Um, I'm okay. Pressing enter, like any enter key, is causing the things to. I've also been looking at uh things too. Um, what things have I been looking at? Um, yes. I don't know. Like maybe wanting to get back into Dead by Daylight, maybe, and do that kind of streams. I don't know. Dead by Daylight is kind of fun. I don't know. There's just quite a bit of games that I want to do, but I'm always just like, I'm anxious. Even when it's a solo player game, I'm just like, it's scary. Like, I'm a parrot. New things scare me. Oh no. You'll see what I mean if you watch the show. Oh no. Ah. I don't really want to hunt this grasshopper anymore, but at the same time, there's not really anything else I want to hunt in this game. No, screw it. I don't know. I'm like, I was in the mood to shiny hunt earlier, but now I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to do anything, but I'm in the mood to do everything. I don't know. Can't take help. I don't know. Brain, hmm. You know, I, hmm. I've had a person or a few people tell me that I seem like I might have ADHD or ADD or something like that, and then it's a case of like, Like, I started doubting it after a bit because I'm like, wait, no, I was able to focus on stuff and stuff like that. But now I'm just like, yeah, no, I have a hard time actually deciding what to do half the time because I want to do everything. Or it could be something else completely, and I'm just, um, but yeah, I want to do more stuff right now, but I don't know what to do because I'm not really in the mood to do some stuff. Uh, uh, I flip-flop with wanting to do stuff and not doing stuff. Um, I I'm also a bit tired. Meh. Mm, this yet, I don't know. Hmm. This is why I need like stuff planned for me. Just to have a person be like, hey, you have this, do it now. At the same time, like, this is the thing that sucks too, is like, mm, sorry, yawn. But I get in the mood to do stuff, and then I start doing it, and then I get bored within the first 5 minutes. Then I want to do something else, but there's nothing else that actually is calling to me. And then I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this right now, but I want to do something. And I just, this sucks. It sucks. Ever just watch something? I do on YouTube, but then it's becomes a case of like, I want to do it, or it's like I see a lot of gameplay videos, and then I stare at it, and some of the videos are like a few years old, or they're recent, but then I don't watch them because I'm like, oh, I want to play these games. And some of the games that I'm like, I want to play them. I have them. Guess what's happened? I haven't played them. Like, that's why I got Cyber Rat and the Mortuary Assistant and Malum and Lethal Company and Hades and The Forest and FNAF Security Breach. Have I talked to you about Cuphead? Maybe Choo Choo Charles. How about the Bendy and the Ink Machine, The Beast Inside, Backrooms Cleanup Crew, Backroom Company, At Dead of Night, like Alice Madness Returns, 7 Days to Die. Like there's so many things that I've seen a small clip of it, or like I see a video that's like a few hours long, but then it's like, I don't want to watch this because I don't want to be spoiled because I either want to get the game or I have the game. And I just never play it. You're unorganized. Yeah, my brain's unorganized. It's just like, hey, you want to do something? Haha, too bad. Go doom scroll instead. Like, and it's like, I don't even want to doom scroll or want to be on social media and stuff like that. I don't wanna. I wanna play or like get stuff done. But brain's just like, yeah, hi. You've had every major indie game. Yeah. 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 I mean, heck, even Dollmare. Like, we have Dollmare. We have Crime Scene Cleaner. We have Mustache. We have Temtem, Repo, Outlast Trials. We have Bookshot Roulette, Bullets Per Minute, Cookie Clicker, Devour, Don't Scream, The Evil Within 1 and 2, Forewarned. Um, what else would we like? A Peak, Phasmophobia, Power Wash Simulator, Resident Evil, Requiem, Resident Evil Revelations, Reverse 1999. And heck, even gacha games too, like Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, um, Zenless Zone Zero. It's like, am I going to play any of these games anytime soon? No, not really. But will I watch gameplay videos of like the stuff or any of that? No, because I don't wanna, because I don't want to be spoiled on it. But I'm not putting in the time or energy to actually do it. So I'm just like that's my problem. Uh, uh. So yeah. And then it's also the case too of like, well, why don't I just play some of the games on my own time? And then my brain's just like, hee 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 hee, you gotta stream it. You got all these games so that you can stream it. But guess what? You're never in the mood to actually stream some of this stuff or actually feel like you should stream it and stuff like that. And Lord have mercy if another lockdown happens, you're set. Oh, you think the lock you think a lockdown would uh let me just tell you what happened during COVID-19. I was doing 2 years of 7 week semesters the whole time, procrastinating the whole time while I was staring at all the magazines and cross stitch patterns that I had, as well as all the Steam games that I had, and Game Jolt games, and other games that I had installed on my laptop. And you know what I did almost every single day? I did none of them. Why? I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. Because when I thought of playing a game, my brain overthought and was like, do I play this? Do I play that? I'm not in the mood for this. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do this. What about this? No, not really. And so instead of getting something done, I burnt myself out by overthinking. And that's what happened for the whole lockdown. I barely got games and stitching done. Or no, I got a lot of stitching done because I gave myself a challenge. But aside from that, I'm just like, yeah, um, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do I do? Uh, I'm like, you might be cooked. Yeah, I am. I listen. I was put in the kitchen, and they don't have fire alarms in it. But I can safely say that I'm not alive in there. I've died due to smoke, and it's been smoking for like years. Like I don't know what to say. Uh, aside from I might end for today, and maybe, just maybe, I'll install a game or something and play it. Maybe I'll do it while in a VC in my server. I don't know. I don't know. If I'm in a VC in my server, you'll know that I've decided to actually do a game. And if I'm not, then just know I'm still procrastinating. Or probably got up and started laying in bed and just doing who knows what. Contemplating life, probably. So yeah. Clear out your whole computer of games, then you're free. Yeah, I want to achievement hunt some of the stuff too, but wah. So yeah, well, I'm gonna head off. So bye bye. Wee. Again, I might be in a VC or something.